So I'm Paul Leonard, I'm a head chef at the Forest Side in Grasmere, which is in the beautiful English Lake District. We sit on basically Grasmere, which is the mere, which is the body of water that you see. That's connected to Rydal water as well. We're sort of like in a little basin, so the garden is a little microclimate in a way, so that's why it's really important to find out what grows with us. But the scenery is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. No matter what time of year, it's surf. Beautiful is the best way of saying it. So I look after pretty much all things food and run the kitchen team. I work very closely to Alistair, who's the general manager, in making this place what it is. Going from running a team of 8 chefs, from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything that goes into the rooms, looking after the management of the garden, what's been grown, ready to come out of the kitchen, in and around, working closely with suppliers and making sure that we're getting the best product we can at the right time of the season. The garden holds basically about 100, 110 raised beds. After 4 years, we've now honed what we can grow in there and what suits our menu and what we get a huge success on. So we're looking sort of like things like your beetroots are a staple dish up there, onions, plenty of alliums. Kohlrabi is I'm a big fan of that. It's generally always on our menu when we can get it in. Your micro cresses, up to 12 to 15 micro cresses, which come in super fresh twice a day from up in the greenhouse. We have just taken some artichokes, we've just taken some chromes from there. It's a decent operation. I wouldn't say we're self-sufficient, but we're really hammering like the main elements of the dishes from the garden. In the dining room, obviously where we are, we have around 30 covers in here we can do. And to be fair, we're doing well. We pretty much full all the time. We open 5 days a week, Wednesday to Sunday. Obviously each day we do breakfast for residents. Dinner we do an 8-course menu, which if I'm honest, it gives a few extra bonuses, a few snacks, a few extra servings, which I prefer to serve as little, my wife calls them bonus courses. Before I started at the Forest Side, I've most probably visited 4 or 5 times. I think the style of the place is stunning. I think the location's stunning. I think as you draw up to it, it seems like quite a classic country house, and you walk in and you're like blown away. It's nice, light, airy. The lightness of the dining room's stunning. The reputation of the Forest Side had it been open maybe 3.5 years before I joined, and it was known it was a bit of a powerhouse of the north, which I really wanted to get involved in. When the opportunity came, grabbed it with both hands, and I just wanted to carry on the journey that the Forest Side had started. Alongside accolades, I mean, obviously retaining the star in the first year. I mean, we had COVID happen, but for me, it was get through COVID with a team, build on what we had, build on our ethos, and really make it the Forest Side our own with my ethos, not just in the food, but the style of management, the style of looking after the team, the atmosphere when a guest walks through the door, as well as the atmosphere when a member of staff walks through the door, a colleague. I really want them to be happy, to smile, and to relax, because if a guest relaxes, they're going to have a good time. If staff relax, we're going to get bloody good food. I still think we're very, very good value. I think it's 130, 140 pounds for a menu. And we've managed to put that in along with the food prices. So when COVID hit, prices didn't go up. But when food started to get more expensive, it allowed us to up the menu slightly, but still use the luxury ingredients that people expect when they're paying £100 for a dinner. We've got a really good core team here, which have been with us sort of like 4 years and beyond, which has allowed us just to carry on sailing in the direction we wanted. Ultimately, the food on the plate is a very classical backbone. You're going to get proper cooking, you're going to get proper sauces made, stocks and everything done in-house, which is what I call plenty of butter, plenty of pan work, and people using the senses of how to cook, which I believe may be a little bit old school, but super important to how I've been brought up. I absolutely love cooking shellfish, maybe from my time in Scotland. We get beautiful hand-dyed scallop, beautiful roasted scallop, old school, shed loads of cultured butter in there, and then just carved. And then what brings it together is a beautiful sauce of Solway brown shrimp. You also get a little bit of a sense of the barriers broken down from the dining room to the restaurant. Some of the chefs will bring dishes out, we'll finish a few dishes tableside. But as you walk in, the main focus, you're drawn to look at the kitchen. We bring the kitchen out a little bit. The snack bar is a major focal point, and the larder section where sort of like the cold mise en place dishes come from. The best way of putting it is break down those barriers, let the guests sort of like see everything and get involved and build relationships with the guys back of house as well as front. Success for me at the moment is keeping a happy team and a happy restaurant. Accolades are amazing and they're a great benchmark, and I'd be lying to say that they didn't mean anything, because they really do. Of course they do. But you just have to look at the climate we're in. There's some bloody good chefs losing the restaurants and having to close when we really don't deserve to. It's just the climate we're in, and I find it sad. So for me, the main things and success is making sure this restaurant's full, making sure we've got a happy team, happy guests, We want to make sure that people know our place in the industry,